and welcome back to my channel for I don't really know how to explain this. This is BlissCraft, but it's like BlissCraft with a twist. It's season 5.5. As you guys know, season 5 had to end abruptly, and we're still awaiting to start season 6 because we're waiting on some stuff and things. You probably can guess honestly what we're waiting for. But if you know, then you know. If you don't, you don't. However, we wanted to do a little something while we wait for, you know, season 6 to come around. So we're assuming that this will be about a month or two long, only, give or take. I think I'm gonna at least make it end, like, no matter what, it'll at least be the end of April is how long we'll keep the server. Today is currently March 21st, but at least the end of April, maybe even the end of May, depending on things. I mean, again, you guys might be able to guess. So this is BlissCraft season 5.5. There is a little bit of a spin on it. We put a plugin in. It's only got one plugin. It's not like anything special or anything, except for we got some alcohol here. So that's pretty cool. All of the staff is opt on the server because it's not like this is our we're using our third server that we have because we actually have three. We have the vanilla server, and then we have the UHC server, and then this one. This one's normally for like, well, it used to be, oh, that lag spike. It used to be modded, but then I changed it to, like, for maps and stuff like that. But we're gonna use it for season 5.5 while we wait, just so that way we have something, so that way while this is going, we can work on getting season 6 going, so that way they just like kind of overlap, but not really, you know what I mean? I'm sure that you guys are very confused. I'm still in my Valentine's spring skin. I know it is spring technically, but pink is just really not me. So you guys are probably very confused by this. We have colors here, okay? So there's teams. Each of these colors is a team, and they have their chests. So for example, we're going to come over here because these are, you know, the server colors. We have Sammy and Jacqueline on the purple team, and then we have Heike and Wyatt on cyan. Teams have to have at least 2 people on them, but they are not allowed to have more than 4. So, the thing is, I will be assigning people to teams this season. And it's not like you guys are PvPing or anything. It's, you guys are going to be building towns and stuff, and it's whoever can build, like, the nicest looking town. The rules are obviously in the chat in Discord for those that are on the server. I'm gonna go ahead and read them real quick for you guys in a minute here, but they have their team chests, and then they have those, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Also, like, so blue team, for example, they have to go off that way. They cannot build closer than 300 blocks from spawn, but they cannot start like past 800 blocks. But their towns, they have to have, see, that's the thing, they have to have towns. They're building towns this season. Best town wins at the end of the season, which is like a month or two, and the people that are on that team get extra stuff to start out next season with, and like goodies and stuff. So like yellow will go this way, for example, green will go this way, and you guys have to kind of try your best to like stick to the exact way that you go. So like, for example, Cyan, they're gonna have to go up over that cliff here. So like Cyan would be like this way, and again 300 blocks. For example, you know, whichever one gets to 300 first. It's not like far, but it's not super close. So like this is the closest they'd be able to build their town, which this would actually be a kind of interesting town. Maybe I'll go around and show you guys all of the locations for the 300. I'm not going to go all the way out to 800 though. That would take way too long. So that was Cyan. We'll do the corner ones first. So this one's green. Or lime. Okay, so it looks like these guys are probably going to have like forest, maybe? So they'll follow along this river more or less until they get about here. Okay, so right about here. Oh yeah, so they'll just have like a, I mean, they don't have to build here. They can go all the way up to 800 blocks that way if they want. But yeah, that's about that. And then, so we did green and that, now orange. See, now orange and red are kind of, they might have to come up with a water type theme. Haha. That's always fun. Again, they can go further and hopefully then, you know, 800. So basically, so this is like the closest that they'd be able to build. So it would definitely be like a water village. Like they'd have to like build it on stilts and stuff, which would be interesting. But they can go further if they wanted. Up to 800 blocks. They're not allowed though to go, now we're gonna do pink. They're not allowed to go further than 800, like to start the building. Like they can start like the entrance or whatever for their town at like 800, but yeah, that's, ooh, okay, so it looks like pink team is also going to be, oh, never mind. Well, I mean, they can start here, but at least they have some land right here. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so now I guess we'll check, because we did cyan first for like the corners. We'll do purple first for the not corners. So we'll go this way for purple. See, these are a little easier to get to because they're just like a straight shot. So this is like where they're, this would be cool too. Honestly, all of these locations so far are pretty good. Like they're all kind of different from each other, which is good. Let's see. I guess we'll go blue now. Time, set, day. But yeah, again, this season is definitely different from anything that we've ever done. And it's kind of exciting. So this is where blue can start building around, but they could continue to go that way out 800 blocks if they wanted. Blue, yellow, we'll do red last because that is definitely going to be over the ocean, I'm like pretty sure. And then we have red this way. I'll show you guys where all of the staff members are currently. So this is whatever the hell color that was. This is like where they could start building and go that way if they wanted to 800 blocks. I know I keep repeating that, but I just like want to make that very clear. Their towns should be, so now we're doing red. Their towns should be bigger than like a Minecraft village town, but not bigger than like 1,000 blocks around. You know what I mean? Oh, so this is where they could start building for red. They have a little coral reef right here. Or they could keep going out 800 blocks. Oh, I see land, so they might be in luck that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and read the rules real quick for you guys. Obviously, these are are rules all the time. Well, a lot of them are, but a few of them are altered, obviously, for this season. No hacking or X-ray of any kind. Optifine is, of course, fine. Abuse of any glitches or exploits are not allowed. Team towns are to be built a minimum of 300 blocks from spawn, but no more than 800 blocks from spawn. Now, again, you can start your town at 800 blocks, and you can go further out, but it can't start past 800 blocks, if that makes sense. And obviously, spawn is 0, as always. And keep in mind that if you die, you'll have to walk back if you don't have a bed set. So know where your cords are. Do not make towns larger than 1,000 blocks, but that means like 1,000 blocks around or whatever. Like, they don't, basically just don't go crazy with them. I mean, obviously you can go crazy on the inside of them and make them look awesome, because that's the whole point, but like, yeah. Each teammate has to have their own house in the town along with other builds that are in the town that your team works on together. No griefing or stealing of any kind except from the villager towns. You can prank other teams' towns. Sorry, my voice is dying. But make sure it's something that it is not like considered as griefing. Because we are sort of, quote unquote, at war with each other, but not actually at war, if that makes sense. It's like a building war. Do not help other do not help other teams out. Obviously, you can help out your own team color teammates. Teams have to be at least two people on them and no more than 4. Do not leave land blown up, or if you dig up stuff, make sure that you make it as if it looks like you didn't do that. Also, completely fill in your creeper holes. Do not just cover them. Obviously, you do not need to fill creeper holes out in the middle of nowhere, just around like spawn and team towns. Always replant and do not leave floating trees. If you have a bad omen, do not go to anyone's villages or town. Drink milk. It will cause a raid in the village otherwise. That's really only if you have villagers in it, but let's just try not to bring raids to other people's villages. You can obviously do raids at unclaimed villages that are like Minecraft villages. And the bad omen comes from killing pillagers with the banner on their heads. If you go AFK, please let others know ahead of time, so if they're on the server with you at the time of you going AFK, and try not to go AFK more than 5 minutes at a time. So it's just a respect and type thing for other people. So if they need to sleep or something. You do not need to sleep every night to keep phantoms away. It's only every 3 nights. Don't ask to sleep every night either, because some people need stuff from the night, or they like the night, or want screenshots, or whatever. When people want to sleep, they'll put the Z's in the chat, or they'll be like, can we sleep? And either go to a bed, or log off, or go into the nether if you can't get to a bed and you don't want to log off. But let them know what you're doing real quick, so that way, yeah. And you only need to log off for 30 seconds. And don't also log on to the server, see that it's nighttime, and be like, hey, can we sleep? Just at least wait a night, please. A few extra notes: we're not fighting the Ender Dragon this season. There are team chests at spawn, and I will be putting goodies in them for the teams, and along with the mailboxes per person. The direction of the teams, or the colors, the team colors, is the way that you go. I already said that earlier. When building towns, you are competing against each other, so make sure that it looks good, blah, blah, blah. I already told you guys all that. Shops will be open near spawn, but only when I'm online. And the currency will be iron, gold, diamond, and emerald, and there's no bartering with that. These will be different depending on the shop things. And there's a cool brewery plugin, which you guys already know about. Alright, so yeah, I'm not going to be participating per se this season. Also, I got another phone call, so that's why things look different. But I'm gonna be like building like a little spawn area. Like, I mean, obviously spawn's already here, but like a quote unquote village type thing possibly around spawn. I'm gonna like put little like shop things and probably a house for myself, like a castle or something. I don't know. I haven't really decided exactly what I want to do yet, but that's how I'm gonna be quote unquote participating in playing this season. Since I have to judge the towns and stuff, I felt like it wasn't fair if I was on a town. So yeah, that is the season, and I hope that everybody enjoys. This is going live when what's it called? Like when we're doing our actual intro, so that way they can start like live streaming and recording immediately.